Facebook post say?
That bitch was tagged.
Good? Great. Do you have any plans?
Hello everybody, excited utterance here. My name's Hella, and guess what day it is? It's the Nick Godejohn Story Day. Behind the headlines, opinion versus truth. Yes, we have the fire D's out. We have the fire D's out. There we are. Hi John, how are you? How are you? How are you? What's going on here? Something funny's going on my preview over here. Let me just update it. There we go. That's better. And hello, we have in the house, I know we have you in the house, Salvador Dali Talk. Yeah, I know we do. And who else we got? Shell Marie. Hello. Good to see you. I don't know if I've seen you in chat before, Shell Marie. I think I've seen you in the comments, though. Good to have you here. Lovely to have you here. Hello, Christine. Oh, you were at work yesterday when we had Ty on the panel, but he was great. And I did see you in the chat beforehand. I hope you had a good day at work. Welcome back. Who else do we have here? Oh, yes, you are interviewing Ty. I know. I'm sure he can't wait. Sure he can't wait. And John is, yes, having surgery on the 1st. We are praying for you that goes well. You want to ask Ryan, has there ever been Gorilla Grip by Gypsy? Yeah, okay. That's from a different trial that's happening right now. That's the Hannah Gutierrez Reed trial. We've been watching that one too. All right, let's everybody say hello to the rest of the panel. And let's go. Hi, Mr. Dali. You want to unmute yourself there? Oh, you boomer. You're a boomer. You're boomering. Yes, you're not on Potentially Criminal stream now. That is the curse of the Potentially Criminal stream. You can turn your mic
I was waiting
on.
for you to unmute me.
You're an adult.
But then I
Sometimes
realized
I
you
wonder.
can't because I muted
Yeah.
myself.
You muted yourself. Yes.
No, I have dibs. She looked like a cutie today.
Did she? I
Yeah,
haven't
she was
caught up on that
adorable today.
Was she? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she actually sent a private message to one of the YouTube streamers, and he told her where to go, basically.
What?
Yeah,
Hannah did?
Yeah. She
Which one?
Jay, shaming of Jay. Yeah, I'll show you it later. It's hilarious. Anyway,
He turned her down?
He blew his top about it. Yeah, it was the best rant ever. I will send it to you later. Okay, so let's get into this though. Today is all about Nick Godejohn, and we have hello Veal. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, bald daddy. God, don't clip that.
Our oral pleasurer there. I haven't seen you all week.
I know.
I know. I've been busy and I tried to cut my finger off, so that's good.
On purpose?
No, it was an accident.
I'd hope so. You're not like Vincent Van Gogh.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. You guys are all turning Australian on me. I love it. Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah. It does sound like a topic for hearsay, John. Come in. Absolutely. All right, let's get into it. So it's been a big week in Nick Godejohn news, and what we're going to do is we're going to cover a few topics that people have been talking about before we get into some sort of more like requesty kind of things that some people in our comment section have been asking for us to cover. So yes, there have been some people who have been actually coming in to our channel and talking about the fact that Mr. Godejohn, he suffers from Asbergers Syndrome. So it's quite a specific disability. And the more we get to know Nick and his past, the more we start to realize that what was referred to in his trial as something that was quite mild is really not that. And the way he thinks, the way he relates to people, it's very different to what we all know of as the way we all relate to one another, I suppose. And what we've had some mums get into our comment section and talk about Asbergers syndrome and what the way Nick may have been feeling after communicating with Gypsy for 2 years over text message and things like that, and becoming really, really falling in love with her, and feeling very much like a protector for her, and feeling that he kind of had no choice. And I'm going to say that really hesitantly, because I know he did make a choice and he admits to making a choice. I'm not going to make any excuse there. He did make a choice, guys. Today we are going to look back at that moment when his mother was being interviewed by the lady police detective, the very same police detective who interrogated Nick for quite a while, and she had quite a different demeanor on her from the interrogation with Nick when she was in the interview with his mother. So we're going to look at that again today. Before we do that, I want to show you a couple of things that have been happening in the Facebook arena, in the Reddit arena, etc., about the situation with Nick right now. Let's have a look at that. Okay. Start though with something that you might have seen if you watched Hearsay for Days the other day. It's just a little short clip. Let's have a little looky. Have to get control of this first, just a sec. Give me 2 seconds. I'm boomering here. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
So how's the weather, Sal?
There we go.
It's hot and sweaty and sticky.
Lovely.
And can you believe the Diamondbacks lost today? I know it's spring training, but come on, guys.
Guys, really?
10-3. It's
Best
ridiculous.
you can do. Is that
I
the
know,
best
it doesn't matter, but still. I mean, come on, guys.
Is that really the best you can do?
I mean, yeah, we're using...
I mean, how about that Fire D, right?
Yeah, Arizona Diamondbacks. We got that Fire D.
We're trying to stay topical.
Right. Anyway, this is Nick back before all this nasty stuff went down. Here we go.
That part I was stressing out.
Dance is better than me.
Okay, so
It stopped.
I know it stopped.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure you know.
Are you making fun of me today?
I
What's
am.
going on?
I'm a card.
Oh, you're a card. You're a character, right? Yeah, good
It's
for you.
tease your YouTube wife day.
Okay.
Sorry, Mrs. Sun.
You're going to get in trouble in a minute.
I know she's gonna yell at me so much after the stream.
This is going in bad places.
We're gonna be
All
another
right.
domestic disturbance.
We're gonna have a domestic squabble.
Things are going wrong. Things are
It's
going
gonna
wrong.
go
already.
Amber Heard on my ass.
Okay. Alrighty. So someone on Reddit has come along and gone, everything I see of Nick pre-Gyp, he always just seems so normal. Obviously, he's mentally ill to a larger extent than most. But he just doesn't seem like an absolutely crazy, dangerous psycho murderer, as they say on TikTok. We can say murderer here. Rapist. I will say rapist. I don't like that word. Like GRB claims him to be. I can't wait for him to completely tell his side. Oh, we're going to talk about him telling his side in a minute because everyone's talking about him telling his side. That's important. We'll come back to that in a minute. All righty. Now, Mr. Dolly. Hello. Are you going to behave?
I can try. I'll put the nipple clamps away.
Oh, the nipple clamps. Please do. Please put them away.
She doesn't mean that.
Would you like to read? There's a few comments here. This is from Reddit.
Where do you want me to read?
Start from the top left-hand corner.
Top left-hand. I'm in a Facebook group where his papa is an active participant. He frequently posts screenshots of stuff off Nick's Facebook page that he has access to. Gypsy posted on Nick's page a lot. Public sexual scenarios and stuff that she wanted Nick's family and friends to raid. It was like she was claiming her territory or something and being very possessive. Nick didn't seem to mind, of course, but she definitely was no shy, sweet virgin that was being roughed around by a man. I feel very bad for his dad. I left the group because it was so much drama. I used to have a SS of the girl that is supposed to be this lady from the texts. I'll try finding you if I can find it. I found the messages between him and his ex and made a different post.
Okay, so
recipients: Nicholas Godejohn 1.
Wait.
Oh, sorry.
You know what I've realized about Dali? When he goes and he actually doesn't know what those things mean.
No, I know what they mean. I just find it funny.
You don't. The other day I texted you and I was like, SMDH. And he's like, I had to Google that.
No, I know what shaking my damn head means. It was something else.
No, you don't.
Does it mean shaking my damn head?
Well, no, you didn't know. You had to Google it.
No, there was something I had to Google, but I know what PM is
DW.
private message.
You didn't know what DW was.
Yeah, I didn't know that one.
Don't worry.
Oh,
but I was worrying. So
I don't
didn't understand
tech shorthand.
I know. I don't communicate like a 13-year-old girl on AIM.
Do you know what SS means?
Screenshot.
You don't, do you?
Screenshot.
No, it's the German group that was really brutal during World War II.
It's a screenshot, Sal. Screenshot.
It's a screenshot. Hey, Flash Fan 85, how are you? And Christy, how are you? How far is this? You're late.
I thought it was a World War II reference.
No.
Oh, I was wondering why he had a SS of the girl.
An SS of the girl.
I didn't think they had a lot of women SS officers.
Yep. Okay. Anyway, so let's just give some context to screenshot is SS. Yes, it is. It's an SS.
EB.
EB. EB is Eric Bland, but that's for a different stream. Okay. All right. So just to give some context. So we're going back to 2014 now, right? So well before anything really happened, but we're talking about Nick. He's talking to an ex-girlfriend, apparently. He's been well friend-zoned, it seems, because he refers to her as sis. And these are some messages between him and this person called A, and her name's been redacted. There's only about 5 messages or 6 messages back and forth. J-Rock, hello. How are you? Welcome to Sticky Beaks. And by the way, J-Rock, we can refer to J-Rock as number 2. And I'm number 7. But that's in a different stream. But we're part of it.
We should call him number 2.
He is number 2.
Well, I don't want to insult the guy.
Well, that's his number.
Oh, okay.
That's
It's not
that's
something.
his
Okay.
number. J-Rock, hey,
Oh, damn.
well done. Thank you,
You
man.
are
You're
all
a
kinds of nice
legend.
today.
You are just all kinds of nice. You're all kinds of. He's always nice though. J-Rock's just great.
Gifted
wow.
5 memberships.
None your business. Dark Shogun, Monique, Gloria Beltran, and Kim Bernard all got memberships from J-Rock. Thank you. What a legend. Ah,
You're very nice for being involved with potentially criminal. Just kidding.
One of the mods, I think, I think Stray might be the only mod here right now. Would you mind please popping up the link for Potentially Criminal? He's a fantastic friend of ours. And actually, we're going to raid him later on once we're done.
Yay.
I've already got the set up to raid Mr. Potentially Criminal Sean. He was on here just the other day helping us to break down the case of Ty Franklin Tucker.
To prepare for that.
To prepare for the interview that we did yesterday. Pop on and have a look at that interview or the stream with Potentially Criminal. They were both fantastic.
That was a crazy interview.
We had the best time. Hello, Aussie True Crime. Great to see you.
Great to see you.
Fantastic to see you, everyone. In fact, we should pop the link over for Aussie True Crime as well.
Yeah, I can try and get it if Stray does not have it handy.
Yep. All right. Excellent. So good to see people filing in. Obviously, most people watch these streams afterwards, but it's great to have people coming into chat because it means we can all hang out. Good fun.
Yes.
Okay, so let's get into this. So, A, I believe, was his ex-girlfriend. He still chatted to her, and this is before the unaliving, and he's talking to her about how he's kind of confused about whether or not he should really be involved with her in this whole idea of unaliving the mother, right? So there's A, and she says in the body of the text, Veal, would you like to be A?
Sure.
Well, hold on. First, we got to go. Recipients: Nicholas Godejohn, 13957295539.
I think
Author A, 12657498864. Again, 1265. Sent 20140516035418 UTC. Oh, I think I had that infection once. Would you like me to read the IP?
Jesus. I think that was a UTI sound, not a UTC.
It's a UTI. Not a UTC, it's a UTI.
Oh, I haven't had that then.
Okay. Who changed their mind? I'm really confused now.
Gypsy did. Deleted false. IP 20602.
Okay, all right. All right, next one.
Okay, about unaliving her mom?
Yes. She said she wants to see how our original plan goes first, with me meeting her and her mom and such. And I guess she wanted to only do it as a last resort, sis. Well, that's nice.
Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't her first plan. I mean, that's...
Remember, it went plan A, plan C, plan B.
Sorry.
Right, plan A, C, B. Yep. So
and now
plan A was meet the mom, and hopefully the mom was going to like him, and that would all work out fine. Plan C was get pregnant, and plan B was going to be the stabby.
And now
right?
She is not on to plan B anymore.
Yeah.
Get it?
Oh,
she's trying to
yeah,
get
that's
pregnant.
right. She's not on the plan B anymore because she's trying to get pregnant. They were terrible list makers. Really bad at making lists. All right. Okay, let's keep going. All right, next from Nicholas.
That me?
Yes.
Oh, I was trying to do something. So I guess I'll be meeting her and her mom still first before that idea was to ever happen.
Okay.
Bad boy.
Okay. And then what?
Get him, Daddy.
Yeah, sis. I have to ask you something. How crazy do you think Gypsy is? You won't hurt my fifis or anything. I really want to know, though, since I just obviously can tell she is. I just can't seem to put in words how crazy I think she is.
Well, I don't know how to put into words either, but I'll be honest, I would not ever unalive my mom or anyone else unless they tried to unalive me first.
Good plan. Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense.
You know? Yeah, I know. I suppose situations change people, though, to where others are willing to do things that others aren't. And obviously, my mom, I gotta say, he's actually making more sense than, well, I'm not gonna, never mind. Never mind. I'm not gonna make that joke. And obviously, my mom, even though she has been hard on me overall, she has been a very good mama bear to me, so I couldn't ever do it to her. And the only reason I can understand with her mom is because how unreasonably poor her mom treats her. But since it is a last resort thing, who knows? Maybe it won't even have to happen.
I suppose.
Yeah. Okay. This is interesting because, like, he is referring to it being A, a last resort, but B, also because her mom treats her, was it unreasonably poor? Unreasonably poor. Okay.
I mean,
so he sees
he's got a point.
sees Dee Dee as being someone who's treating Gypsy unreasonably poor, and that's true, right? There's no question about that. Like, especially like to the outside world, and we don't really know what's truly going on in that house, right, between Dee Dee and Gypsy. But by all accounts, there's an abusive situation going on there. It's horrible. And he felt the need to save her. And we had a mother, and I don't know if you're here, please get into chat. I can't remember the lady's name at the moment, but she was in our comment section, and she's referring to, she's a mother of a son with Asbergers Syndrome, and she put it really well. She said something along the lines of, Nick would have felt like he was saving Gypsy, like it was his duty, like it was a noble thing to do, to save her from this person who was absolutely keeping her hostage. And that was just like, he did make a choice. There's no question. He made a choice. However, he would have felt like he was rescuing her. So, like, no excuses whatsoever. And he does take responsibility for that. But he would have felt like he was scooping her up from this bad situation. So yeah, it's interesting. This person though, who's speaking to, I'm surprised that she wasn't called to testify or something like that. It's because she knew, clearly she knew. Okay, so moving on. Next things next. Now I need to address this.
There was a joke I was supposed to make that I forgot to make.
Oh really? Is it going to come back?
I don't know. Oh, we missed it. I'm sorry.
Well.
Was it like a
hey, Nikki?
No, there was a Hallmark card joke in there, and I think I just blew past it.
Yes, you were going to put one of these things onto a Hallmark card, weren't you? What was it? Something along the lines of, what was it?
Oh no, next one.
The one before?
Yeah, no, after. Next one. When he says, my mom, even though she's been hard on me, overall, she's been a very good mother to me, so I couldn't ever do it to her.
No,
That's a Hallmark
ne-
card moment.
I
That
could
is a
never
great
unalive
Mother's Day
you.
card.
I
It's a
know.
wonderful Mother's Day card. I could never
I should send
unalive
that to
you,
my
Mum.
mom.
No, yeah, you should. You should. She'd
I
feel
think I
wonderful
will.
about
Oh, I
that.
just missed her birthday.
You should take an SS of that, and you can do that.
My mother's
Hey,
not
he
a
was trying to
Nazi.
be her Prince Charming, Christy.
I know.
Yeah.
I get how he
Yeah.
feels.
I
I'm
mean,
that way with Jodi Arias.
The frog.
Jodi Arias.
I'm gonna save her.
Okay. Okay, so I need to address this. Okay. And this is something that has been huge on all platforms: Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Reddit, a little bit on Twitter. Although most of the crowd who talk about this aren't on Twitter. So is it true that Nick is speaking soon? I hope so, heart. That's from a direct quote from Facebook. And the reason that people are saying this is because of this. This. I'm not going to play the music because I'll probably get struck. So there's this video getting around. When? Friday, March 1st, 2024. Join now, subscribe, don't miss out. See you soon. Yeah. Okay, and this is just going to play over and over. So basically, there is this account that has been set up called the Nick Godejohn Cornerstone Nation, NPG. Okay. Now,
Hold on a second.
anyone in chat?
That
right?
picture, that's the picture from the hotel where
Yes.
she said, "You're going to eat my brownie," or whatever it was
Yes,
she said.
it is. It is a screenshot from
That's,
from them
Yeah,
in the
that-
hotel.
That's not a
That doesn't sound
great
like.
picture to choose.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Okay. MPG. And there's this thing about Mr. Smiley there. Cornerstone News exclusive reported by Mr. Smiley. Mr. Smiley, experts want him. Where? YouTube. Yeah. Will he get a new trial? What will he say?
Hmm.
The wait is over. Yeah. Okay. So this was posted, I think, 6th of February, and it's been getting around ever since. Okay, so there's the YouTube page. YouTube account's been set up. This video here has received 600 and something. The YouTube has got 600 and something subscribers. And then there's also a TikTok account, and there's a Facebook page called MPG Cornerstone Nation that has 109 friends. 2nd of February, sorry. And then also attached to it is this spot fund, right? And it says it's here. Nick's personal crowdfunding account is now open. Please spread the word and share. We will keep seeing people who want. We keep seeing people who want to help. Well, this is the way. It will help him in 3 ways: his current commissary account for personal funds, B, his post-release savings fund, and C, future effective legal counsel. Important to read the note on this site and follow the directions to avoid additional fees for their tip button. Make sure you pull it down and custom it to $0 if you wish. The tip goes to Spot Fund, not Nick. Okay, and then there's the little what do you call it? The barcode. And for those who are able to show support and help, please do so here. And then there's a comment here: to anyone asking, this account and its donation earnings are only accessed by his father, creator Nicholas Paul Godejohn CN, which CN stands for Cornerstone Nation. All right, and keeping going with this, I asked who was running the account. That was a couple of weeks ago, and that happened to me. I got blocked. Yeah. So I thought the account, because I'm not that great with TikTok, by the way. I'm on TikTok. I do some TikToks every now and again, but I've only really joined TikTok in the last sort of 2 months. And I got on there few reasons. I wanted to meet new people. I wanted to get more involved in actually, I'll tell you what, my main reason for joining TikTok was because I want to spread the word about Zachariah Anderson. And I thought that the best way for me to start growing my my presence and getting the word out about Zach would be to start growing into different spaces and stop just talking to exactly the same people all the time, meet new people in different spaces. So TikTok for me was like, okay, there are new people out there, I'll go out that way. And so I started to create a bit of a TikTok presence. And so, yeah, I don't really know the difference between when an account disappears, what that looks like, and when I get blocked. And so that happened, and I thought they'd just taken the account down. But no, it turns out that that's what it looks like when you get blocked. Yeah, half Irish. Hella got blocked. Blasphemy.
Who do they think they are?
How dare they?
I'm the one who gets blocked, not you.
It's cool. Like, if people want to block me, that's fine. But here's the thing, right? Like, all I did, legitimately, all I did was I just said, hey, who's running this account? That's it. Right? And I find that a bit weird. And I really find that a bit weird. Like, who's running the account? Yeah?
It is weird.
It is weird, isn't it? Anyway, so yeah, go on.
I'm searching for it now because
Yeah.
I don't have TikTok or whatever. And
'Cause
I'm
you're not a
searching for it now,
communist.
and like, there's nothing coming up for this NPG
Oh, no, it exists.
Cornerstone Nation.
Oh, it exists. It's there.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that
It's
it doesn't
there.
exist. I'm just saying, like, nothing's coming up, and
Yeah.
there's just a search for it, and like, there's
Just
not
search for Nicholas Paul
Not like it's
Godejohn.
Bigfoot or anything.
a.
Yeah. It is there. They've got about 8 or 9 posts up. And so anyway, people are talking about this on Facebook groups and that support Nicholas Godejohn. And so what I did was I had a bit of a look because people are all saying that the person running it is actually Nick's dad. And I'm like, okay, cool. If it's Nick's dad, awesome, right? That's great. I'm happy if it's Nick's dad. And so Nick's dad, if you recall from the previous stream, is Bobby Godejohn. So what I did is I went and had a look, and I saw Bobby Godejohn. He contributes to a few Facebook groups, and he's a top contributor on the right. He's a top contributor to one of the Nick Godejohn support Facebook groups. Now, remember, last week I gave you guys a bit of an update as to what's happening with his appeal. And on the right, this was what I showed you about his appeal. Remember, we said what did happen today? Nick received in the mail the state's briefing on why they don't feel the courts should accept his appeal. That's that one on the right. But then I went and had a look, and there's another, there's a bunch of Facebook groups about Gypsy Rose. And here it says Bobby Godejohn, February 6th. And in it, at the beginning, it says, this is from Nick's group, MPG Cornerstone Nation. Bobby Godejohn, this is from Nick's group, MPG Cornerstone Nation. Now, I'm confused because of this. This appears to have either been added or removed from the original post. That wasn't there. It's there, and it's the same content, right? So I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying that Bobby Godejohn did or didn't put that in there, but it wasn't there.
I don't know. Gil just found something in private chat.
Yeah, I found an
I haven't
article
looked
where
into it.
it looks like this lady had reached out to somebody and confirmed that the family is running this page and this whole NPG Cornerstone Nation thing.
Okay.
So
3-minute read, January 10th, 2024. Okay, so we'll have a look
I think
at
it's
that.
the second paragraph.
Okay, so in April of 2023, I wrote to Nick Godejohn to ask him if he would be open to being interviewed. Although he declined the offer, his reply was full of smiley faces, 10 to be exact. He told me that he may contact me at a later date if he was given a green light from his legal team. He signed off, true sincerity, Nicholas Mr. Smiley Godejohn. Okay. A little while after our email exchange, I was sent a friend request and invited to a Facebook group under the name NPG Cornerstone Nation. The profile photo was a picture of Nick in prison, and there were only about 8 other people in the group. I verified that the page was approved by him and managed by family. I learned that they had designed a logo together for the group, which is packed full of symbolism with deeper meanings. The color of the logo was chosen intentionally, with the royal blue shade symbolizing truth and loyalty. The logo includes double elephant trunks, an emperor penguin, a peregrine falcon, a cheetah, a crown with a cross, an owl, an infinity symbol, a snake. Yeah, I know it's got all those things. It's lots of stuff in it. MPG, Cornerstone, Nation. I occasionally check in on Facebook page and through email to see how things are going. All right.
Yep.
All right.
Seems like this person actually did confirm that it's the family, so.
But who is she?
It's just somebody who writes on articles on Medium. Like, the Medium is something that anybody can write an article on, so take it with a grain of salt, but
okay, that's
it
fine.
looks like
all right.
they confirmed at least.
Okay, well, all I'm saying is, and I'm just going to go back to this, right? All I'm saying is this. I hope I'm wrong, right? I hope I'm wrong. I hope this is really Nick, right? I hope it's really Nick. And in the meantime, please be careful about parting with money.
Yep.
That's it. Okay? Yep. Please just be careful about parting with money, because he could, like, it could be them coming out on the 1st of March. It's only a couple of days away, right? In a couple of days, we could find out that Bobby, I hope it's Bobby speaking, by the way, hopefully not so much Nick, because he has the 5th Amendment, he has an appeal coming up. Any words that he say can be potentially used in a court of law. Yes. So I hope that he has lawyers advising him about speaking at present. But yeah, I mean, I understand it's an emotionally charged time. Gypsy has been saying a lot of things publicly that are quite, I won't say defamatory, but
inflammatory.
Yes, inflammatory at this point in time. And I can completely understand him wanting to put his side of the story out there. His dad is probably like, you need to, son, this is so wrong. You need to get out there and say your side. And I understand that there are a lot of people who are just like, yes, he needs to speak. He needs to speak. I really hope this is not a hoax. I hope it's not a hoax. And I hope that people aren't, if it's a hoax and people are giving money to this, I'm really angry. I'm really, really angry. But I've had our mods look into this. Thank you, Stray. I've had our mods look into it. It doesn't look like it at the moment that there's money going to that spot fund. Whether or not there's other ways or not, I'm not sure. But we have posted already ways for you guys to donate to his commissary through the prison. Right. So if you really, really want to give money to him, you can do so through the prison commissary. Could that please be posted, guys? Mods, is it possible to post the commissary fund? So yeah, you can give him some cash to help him through his days. That's awesome. You can also you can write him emails. You remember to use capital letters. He loves that. That's his dad. I don't know why thought it was his uncle Bobby. No, it's his dad. It's his dad. So yeah, like I said, I don't know. I just found it really strange that they blocked me for asking who's running the account. I hope that this lady on Medium, thank you for finding that, by the way, Bill. I hope that this lady on the Medium site is correct. I hope it's Bobby. I hope that if they do come out and make a statement, that it's Bobby speaking on his behalf. I hope that he's doing well. Nick, we're behind you. And yeah, everyone just be a little bit wary about where you give your money until you're absolutely sure, because you never know. There are plenty of people like Dee Dee in this world.
Mm-hmm. And that goes for everything, not just Nick.
That goes for everything, doesn't it? It goes for everything. All right, let's move on. So let me just change things over here. Let's change things over. Hello, Haiti. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, so last time. Oops, not that. Last time. All right, so we finished talking about Mr. Comic-Con, Mr. Dan from Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to do one little section from the what do you call it? The post-conviction relief hearing. So we're on to day 2, and I wanted to do just the 10:15 a.m. section. And we are now back at court in session. Defense calls attorney and current Webster County Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Andrew Mead. So we're talking about the Assistant DA, isn't it? Andrew Mead. Mead was one of the 2 of Godejohn's public defenders during the murder trial. So he was a public defender at the time of the murder trial, but now he is an assistant prosecuting attorney. So he's changed teams, guys. Right? And that happens. How dare he?
Yeah.
How dare he? All right. So so Mead was one of the 2 of Godejohn's public defenders. Mr. Daly.
Yes.
You want to get your big voice on?
Wrong. Sorry, I got to get some lubricant in my throat.
I didn't see any Pam.
I know.
Yeah, we need the Pam. We need the Pam spray out.
I wonder if that would give me diarrhea. I would do it otherwise.
Actually, you know what needs to happen. You start. Go on.
What?
Nothing.
Oh.
You ejaculate?
Reach around.
Hang on. Let's just get that back out again.
Oh, Jesus H. Christ. I do really have great tits, though. Let's just say that.
That was from a while back.
Mead was one of 2 of Godejohn's public defenders during the murder trial. He states he didn't have a role in hiring or screening experts for criminal proceedings, but worked with them, particularly Durr Franks. Dwayne Perry, the lead attorney, questioned him. Mead says that Durr Franks was hired to determine if Godejohn was competent to stand trial. Durr Franks diagnosed Godejohn as being on the autism spectrum. Mead states the theory of defense for Godejohn's case was murder in the 2nd degree based on diminished capacity. Mead says the defense didn't hire a psychologist to evaluate Godejohn. He says it didn't occur to them until after trial. My bad.
Oh, wait, yeah, oops. Yeah, we probably should have thought of that.
Oh, darn it.
Darn.
Why didn't I think of that? Oh.
Oops. These people.
The team was satisfied.
There's a man in prison for the rest of his life. And, we should have probably thought about getting, a qualified neuropsychologist to evaluate him.
I knew there was something I was forgetting.
Yeah, right?
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
They're almost as bad as the Rust Hannah's team. Anyways,
All right. Oh, we should have probably checked that there weren't any bullets, like live bullets in the gun.
yeah.
People.
The team rawr, was satisfied with Frank's assessment. Rawr.
Okay.
Yun asked if it would have been helpful to have an expert weigh in on Godejohn's condition in reference to autism and Godejohn's relationship with Gypsy. It could have further explained his autistic condition to a jury. The defense team also did not call family as witnesses to Godejohn's condition. They relied on Frank's evaluation. Meade says they didn't have a reason not to talk to family about Godejohn's mental condition. Meade is asked about deals offered to Godejohn by the stat. He does not recall seeing that information. Dun, dun, dun.
Done.
Yun
Proxy time.
asks Meade about a motion he filed in the criminal case regarding Godejohn's 15-hour detention and interrogation, asking the court to suppress it as evidence.
Wow.
Meade recalls the video showing Godejohn sitting alone most of the time and talking to himself. Yun asked Meade about his argument that Godejohn was handcuffed most of the time and his emotional and mental state was suffering. Also states that Godejohn's Miranda rights were not made clear to him and says the detective wasn't given information on Godejohn's mental condition or how it affected his ability to understand his rights. Yun asked Meade about Frank's experience with autistic patients. Meade says that Franks had some experience, but was not qualified to treat someone with Godejohn's mental condition. His motion to suppress Godejohn's statements during the interview was denied. They were entered into evidence. Yun asked if there was a reason why Meade didn't hire an autism specialist. Meade
good
says
point.
no. Yun asked about the defense trying to move the case to another county. Yun asked him about the media attention the case that got. Meade says the story made national news and changing the venue to get an unbiased jury may not have been possible. Yun asked about Gypsy's proceedings being streamed online. Meade says he was not aware of that. Yun asked about the Hubba-O movie, Mommy Deed and Dearest, airing before Godejohn's trial, and if Meade saw it. He says he wasn't sure about when he saw it. Yun refers to Meade's statement during pre-trial about seating an impartial jury due to the media publicity and saw that most of the evidence
Hang on, what's going on? Sorry. Oh, there we go. Nearly done. Yeah.
Presented in the Hubba-O show. Meade states that he was aware that evidence in Gypsy's case, which is the same in Godejohn's case, was leaked to the media at her request. Meade recalls a lot of media coverage and the effect it would have in seating a jury. Meade reviews a letter from the state that indicates a request for an interview by Godejohn for the ABC 20/20
Hey, we'll give you a break for a second.
Oh, thank God.
That's okay. Let's have a little talk about this for a second. So basically, there was all of this stuff that just went out to the media. She is doing these interviews with the press. She's on Dr. Phil. She's got this ABC 2020 special. And meanwhile, like it's just being testified in this post-conviction relief hearing that the defense counsel just didn't think of it. They just didn't even think about it. That they should have gotten like someone who actually knew about this syndrome. right? And so, like,
I mean, they asked him
what?
if there was a reason why he didn't, and he said no. So there's no reason why you
it was
didn't.
2014. Who doesn't know what autism and Asperger's is?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Young asked him about the HBO movie airing before Godejohn's trial, and if Mead saw it, he says he wasn't sure. He said he wasn't sure if he saw it. What? I don't know.
That means
How
he
like
did.
oblivious is that?
That means he saw it.
Of course he saw it. Of course he saw it. This is stupid. I mean, okay, what do we get to?
I think right there where you have highlighted.
There. Do you want to go on, please? Bill,
Yeah.
we'll give Mr. So-and-so a break. I can't even remember your name anymore. You just changed your personality so often.
Young asked about
Mr.
Gypsy's
Sex.
Dr. Phil
Sex.
2-day interview that aired on television prior to Godejohn's trial.
Hmm.
Mead states that he and co-counsel Dwayne Perry watched the program. Gypsy talks about Godejohn. Young also asked about a local television interview with Godejohn. Young asked about Mead's concerns about media coverage and prejudice in selecting a jury. Young asks about a motion to change venue, though it was not filed and mitigated. Young asks about Mead's knowledge of selecting a jury would be difficult due to heavy media coverage. He states that he was aware.
Oh, he was aware.
Yeah. Mead conducted potential jury questioning. He asked 80 people if they knew about the case. So many heard about it that the question was reversed and they were asked who didn't hear about the case. Only 13 people said that they did not. And more than 80% of the potential jurors formed an opinion.
Lying whores.
Young asked why Mead didn't ask to dismiss potential jurors or move the venue. He said he didn't have a reason. Young asks
Oh,
about
I didn't
Mead's
have any
opinion-
reason. I just didn't think about it.
Oh, darn it. I knew I had missed something.
Young asked about Mead's opinion about the court's statement to potential jurors.
Where's
that
Young
you'll
when we need
know
her?
More than what you already do by the time Godejohn's trial is over. Mead says he thought it was helpful and that it would reset potential jurors' minds and that they would get the real story during Godejohn's trial. Young asks if Mead has knowledge of judges avoiding the media to protect cases. He says yes. Young asks if Mead questioned 19 potential
Can I go
jurors.
on with this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Young, while listening to BTS, asks if Mead questioned 19 potential jurors if they saw any of the Korean pop band and media coverage.
I was like, where do I even start? Where is it?
He says he doesn't remember. Yun says the record states that he did not ask them for an autograph.
Or about butter.
Where is Yun? Seriously, she needs to be in here. God, I'm talking about her and she's not even in here. What time are we? 53 minutes and 6 seconds. Somebody needs to tell that girl to get her ass in here.
Young.
Yun reads the record that states most of the BTS jurors who sat on the panel did listen to media coverage about the Korean pop band before the trial, though the defense did not ask them. Yun asked if Mead had a reason why he didn't ask jurors about BTS before they formed an opinion. He said he did not.
Let her know.
It's that ridiculous. Right? It's that silly.
I'm not trying to take away from it. It's
just so
comical.
Crazy how just incompetent this council was. And I mean, this sort of stuff should have been in the appellant brief. Like, we looked at the appellant brief. This stuff wasn't in the appellant brief, was it?
No.
No.
Something's being missed here. I mean, they did say that it was ineffective counsel. I mean, like, and it kind of sounds like.
But you need to back it up. You need to back up what the ineffective counsel is about.
Back it up.
Yeah, you do. All right. What we're going to do now is we're just going to start a little bit.
9:45 a.m. Court and brief recess while waiting for a witness to arrive.
Okay. we're just going to start a little bit of this. We're not going to get
Aw.
through it today. We're not going to get through it today. We're just going to start it because we're a little bit over time already. But I wanted to give people a little bit of an insight into this, and we will continue it next episode. So, Bill Hammer. Oops,
They got
sorry. A
are
little bit loud. Bill Hammer has done the audio engineering on this, so he's fixed up what was some really poor audio. So anybody, what's up?
Wait, Veal, you noticed I changed your title?
I did, and I changed it back.
What did you change it to?
I changed it to oral pleasure.
Not oral, as in AUR.
Aww, nasty. All right.
I was like, did I do that?
Guys, if you're watching this on Rewatch, and there's lots of people who watch these on Rewatch,
Sorry.
please subscribe to Bill Hammer Media.
Yes.
He has so many amazing trials
Yes.
and other content on his channel. Make sure that you're sub to him. And his details are in the description. So, yep, you can absolutely subscribe to him. And, of course, Mr. Dali Talk.
Sorry, I thought Hella was going to do her obligatory, once per stream apology for anything I say, but no.
Look, I think I've got that written into this description as well.
Okay.
Right. So, we're just going to start a little bit of this, and I'm going to just say that Stephanie Goldhammer, Godejohn's mom, she unfortunately passed away a couple of years after he went into prison. So she never got to spend any more time with him, which is very sad. Okay. So I'm just going to put this on half.
Oh, thank you for coming. I bet you're wanting your phone back. Yeah. I want to talk to you just a little bit about what's going on, okay? As you know, Nicholas was charged with first-degree murder and armed criminal action.
How's the volume? Is it too loud? Because it's really loud in here.
What happened is he got a bus ticket and he came to Springfield, which is where I live and work. And he and Gypsy conspired to kill her mother. He stabbed her numerous times in the back while she slept in her bed.
Sorry,
they
Veal.
cleaned
I'll
up
change it
the
back.
area.
But he didn't ejaculate, so you got that.
He had a hotel room.
They cleaned up. It was all like.
They cleaned up some blood that was in the house.
Like a woman.
They had a hotel room. They hung out until they can get the bus ticket.
Can you just change it back, Veal? I don't remember how to spell oral.
Things that were recovered from your house. And did they leave you a list to tell you the things that were recovered?
No.
Okay. I don't know what the laws are here, but like when we do a search warrant where I live, we have to leave a list of everything that we took.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that your husband might remember is that recently Nicholas received a package in the mail.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't know about it, but if he says, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and that was the knife that he had stabbed her to death. They mailed it from their house there to your house.
Are you serious?
Yes, ma'am. And that was located in your house.
I mean,
do you ejaculate?
My son has never done anything violent, so it's like.
That's what he said.
I mean, oh my God.
He said that he's. Do you ejaculate? I mean, what do you think about this?
I don't know. I mean, I know that once we started going down there, we always keep a close watch on him because he has. And that's
why he being diagnosed with? Okay.
So that's why we kind of, treat him like when he was last doctor he talked to, they said his mind is probably always going to be 15, 16, right around there. So we always try to keep a close watch on him. When he said he wanted to go down there, I mean, I was a basket case. I'm like, you've never been out on your own. You know what I mean? So the last time he didn't tell us, so he got a cab and never said anything to us. And I saw a taxi pull up in my driveway. And I ran out there right as he was loading his stuff. And I'm like, where are you going? He's like, well, I didn't think you were going to let me go. I'm like, well, I mean, why would, it's not okay for you to just take off. You don't tell us where you're going. So he's never done anything like this. Nothing violent. You know what I mean? That's why I'm in shock.
Okay. I think he's madly in love with this.
I know. It's like, even when I try to talk to him about, there's plenty of girls out there. You're a good looking kid. Why don't you meet a girl at church or something,
Okay, that bit really bothered me. I got so mad when I watched this detective. She is so different in this. It's not an interrogation. This is an interview. She is placating this mother and going, "Oh yes, I think he's just madly in love with her. Oh yes, ma'am. I know he's never done anything violent. Oh yes." And this is a complete 180. If anyone's seen the interrogation with Nick, this is so completely different to the way she was behaving with Nick. And the mother is clearly, she's at a point of, this is like her worst nightmare. She's saying, "I've told Nick before, you're a good looking kid. Why don't you go and meet somebody at church? He's never done anything violent." It's just, this is just gut wrenching to watch this. It's so manipulative on behalf of the detective. I just,
it's very patronizing.
It's patronizing. It's so frustrating. Haiti, I feel so bad about this mother. It must be so hard to bring up a kid with in this situation with these disabilities, and then once the kid gets to a point where he's an adult and he can go out, and you can't stop the child. You can't. Well, he's not a child anymore. He's a grown man, and he has a grown man's body, and he can go out and he can do everything that a grown man can do. And then there are people like this Gypsy, who can get in the mind, and he's it's so hard to watch. This is just so hard to watch. And then she goes to him, "Oh, I guess he's just in love." Oh, we'll just watch a little bit more.
That's the way it works, though. When you have what he has, it's like your mind focuses on one thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
So, I never thought he'd do something like this, though.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just trying to hold it together because I don't want to lose it right now.
I know.
I have a little boy at home.
I know.
Trying to explain to him, "Hey, you're going to see your brother again," or you know what I mean. It's like,
does he have many friends?
Nick.
Yeah.
He hangs out with his cousin, but his cousin's a good kid.
Okay.
They're good kids. They don't.
Did his cousin know anything about this?
Absolutely not. Oh my gosh, she's like an angel.
Is he in shock?
Can we set up your cousin or his cousin as well?
Okay.
They threw me down on the ground, took us to the school, and
Right.
I haven't talked to anybody.
That's literally what she's asking.
I just called my work today. Nobody knew. Okay. Nobody knew what happened, thank God. But I don't know. How are we? Just for us to get down there to see him or trial or whatever. Does someone have?
This is what's going to happen. He'll be presented with some paperwork for extra.
Okay, so what she's asking is, because they're all the way in Wisconsin.
Yep.
Right? Yeah. So this is happening in Missouri. And so she's wondering, how are we even going to get there? Because Nick has gotten himself all the way over to Missouri to do this, to meet up with Gypsy and do this deed. And so he is now stuck in a jail cell in Missouri. And it's like, so there's going to be a trial, all that kind of thing. How's this all going to work logistically? Imagine their lives now being turned upside down because of all this.
I don't think he was in Missouri just yet. Because
wasn't he? Oh,
yeah, this is Wow.
I think this was right around the same time because the
Mm.
lady, I remember the detective saying that they were only there for like a weekend, basically. And so
Mm.
they must have nailed all this stuff out because she just said that he was going to sign the extradition stuff that was going to allow them to take him to Missouri.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they're in
Okay.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, so it happened in Wisconsin.
No, so the
No.
unaliving occurred in Missouri, but then
but they
Yeah.
arrested
went
him
home to Wisconsin where his family lived.
in hell.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's where they
Because
were arrested. So this
Missouri
actually
asked them to
happened
hold
in, I don't know if it was Kenosha or Waukesha or wherever it was. Yeah, so that's where the interviews and interrogations happened, and then they extradited to Missouri.
Yeah. And hey, Jeanette, how are you? Welcome to chat. It's great to have you here.
Yes.
Great to have
Can't
you
believe
here.
he crossed state lines.
Is that a big deal in the US?
No,
No,
Oh, right.
no. That's why it's so absurd that it was this huge deal in the Rittenhouse case. Like,
Okay. That's why I asked, because people don't
Yeah,
have a big deal
no.
about that. Yeah.
it's
Okay.
dumb.
It's not.
No, we do it every day.
Okay, right.
To see him or trial or whatever. I mean, someone can
This
take
is what's
contact
gonna
with us.
happen. He'll be presented with some paperwork for extradition.
Okay.
The
Love
way
how
he
she
talks,
acts like
he's
it's no big deal.
gonna sign papers to be extradited.
Okay.
He'll be taken back to Missouri.
Okay.
We'll just get
Once
some
he's in
papers.
Missouri, he'll be at the Greene County Jail in Springfield, Missouri. And that's where his trial will be and everything will be there
Okay.
in that
I mean,
area.
will someone be in contact with us? So we.
He's an adult. He'll have to make contact with you
Okay.
himself.
Okay.
He will have like phone access and things like that in our county. I don't know what they do here.
Right.
He'll
I'll
be
grab
here for at least
Thank you,
30 to
J-Rock.
90 days.
I'll grab it.
So
Thank you
you
so
might get with
much.
this county and
You
make
got it,
arrangements for visits
Yeah, I'll
and
grab it.
stuff
Oh,
like that.
you're the best.
He did
Thank
want
you for
you to
telling me,
know,
seriously.
he said that you would be a basket case, it's his words,
Yeah.
and that he said that to make sure that we let you know that he loves you. And I told him that we would. And he's really in love with this gypsy. And he did tell me, I mean, I interviewed him for a long time, and he told me that that he did it because he loves her and he wants to be with her, and he thought this was the only way that they could do that. So
That's the thing that sucks is that he's such a good kid. He's a good kid. He's not, he's definitely not built for prison. I'm just in shock. There's no way we would have tied him to his bed.
yeah.
Even when that cab pulled up, I just got this feeling, where's he going?
What did you think about Gypsy?
Here we
go.
It was weird because when I picked him up from the bus station,
What day did you pick him up?
I want to say his ticket he told me was for Thursday morning, but like my husband said, he thought it was the next day, so maybe I could have got it wrong. But I even asked her, "How's your mom doing? How was your
Thank you, J-Rock.
Because I was told she was in a homeless shelter. Her mom kicked her out, so I asked her how her mom was doing. This might have been the first thing I asked her, and they no big deal. They acted like nothing. We just don't see eye to eye, and then how did the conversation go? It wasn't real long, but she kept saying, "Oh, ma'am, I'm a good, I'll clean and I'll get a job." And I'm thinking to myself, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? What are you talking about? I thought you'd maybe stay here for a week or something. I don't know. But so it wasn't normal. My husband said when I was at work, she came down and made food. It was just weird.
Did she ever say anything or do anything that made you question anything about her?
No, because they just kind of hung out next room and whatever, watch TV or whatever.
I don't know if they're watching TV.
Yeah. I can't even.
You're eating
It's
brownies.
incomprehensible what's
Eating
going on
brownies.
right now. I haven't even talked to any of my family members.
So when was he diagnosed with
He's had it since he was a kid.
Did he graduate high school?
He did.
Okay, from where?
Nathan Hale.
Okay.
From West Dallas.
Okay. Did he go to any college?
No, he did take like computer courses, but as far as like a college enrollment, no.
Has he ever lived outside the home?
No.
Okay. Okay.
All right. This is interesting. I'm interested in his mum because you know what? Like there has been a lot of talk about his mum and some really some stuff has been said about his mum that, like, I don't really want to repeat it that much. Like, but she seems like a really caring mum. Like, look at her. But I see nothing to say to me that she's anything other than a caring mum. And she's got, she talks about her husband and like her wanting to protect Nick and that he's living at home. And I don't know, I just feel like I want to set the record straight if I can a little bit on her. And we'll play the rest of this next week. So yeah, John, there's nothing I can see here that would say that she's not a good mum.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no mum's perfect, absolutely not. And it's tough. It's really tough raising a kid who is struggling with some disabilities. I know that I had someone in my family as well. But yeah, I mean, this situation right here, this is just got to be her worst nightmare. It has to be her worst nightmare. So I'd like to pick this up again next week. People, please get into the comment section and give me some feedback if you've got anything to add to this, any research, any information about this. I'd love to hear it. I've heard some really disparaging comments about Nick's family, and it may come from the other side of this. I'd rather ignore that. And I mean, maybe some things are true. I don't know. But yeah, I'd like to know what the truth of the matter is. Anyway, that said, I'm really interested also to know whether or not there is going to be any statement from Nick or Bobby Godejohn on the 1st of March. It's only what's today? Today is actually Wednesday, the 28th of February.
3 days.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's a leap year today, this week.
Yeah.
This year. It's 2024. My daughter said to me, "Is it a leap year this year?" I'm like, "It's 2024. It's a leap year." So yes, that's how it works generally. So we have a couple of days until the 1st of March. We'll see whether or not that eventuates. In the meantime, just be wary. Don't give any money out to people, but you never know. Hopefully that's all for real. We'll see what's being said. We're going to go and raid Mr. Potentially Criminal now. Importantly, though, on Thursday at 6:30 p.m. exact day. So if you are new to the Zachariah Anderson case, make sure you're here. 6:30 p.m. Eastern. We are going to be doing part 2 of Not a Murderer. It is the Zachariah Anderson stream where we tell you all about someone who most definitely did not get a fair trial. Hey, Bill, you're huge.
That's what she said. I couldn't resist that one, Jesus.
That was brilliant. I just decided to go into that mode because I don't like this mode. This is horrible. I don't like this mode. Hey, stop it.
Sorry.
Stop it. How about this mode? Hey, stop it. No. You know what's going to happen next? Bye. Yep. Free Zachariah Anderson. So, oh, yes. And, Daddy Don't Testifies. Is that tomorrow?
Yeah. Wait, which mode was it? There. Yeah. Sorry. I was trying to go back.
Start.
I was trying to fix it, woman.
Okay, this is fine. We'll be like this. Okay. So, is Daddy Don't Testify tomorrow, Stray?
Continues to testify.
Oh, did I? I missed the last one because I was like, my internet went out.
No, you were there.
I was there for like a minute.
No, that was Jensen.
Ah,
yeah.
Oh, that's right. I did see him testifying.
That
I'm
was the
sorry.
other-
I'm sorry. I'm
Other
sorry.
teen case.
Sorry. I've got. Yeah, I know. I've had a blonde moment. Sorry, blondes.
Just kidding.
Oh, calm down. Suck it up, buttercup. Okay.
Hey, that's what I say to you.
All right. So Daddy Dom testifies. That's tomorrow, part 3. With us apparently, Helen Reveal. So that's tomorrow 5 p.m. Eastern. And then the day after that, on this channel here, we are doing Zachariah Anderson part 2. So that is not a murderer, and yet we have another case of someone who did not get a fair trial, and he's in prison till his 90s. So that is something that anyone who does not like an injustice should absolutely watch. Okay, that's enough from me, from him, and we're going to go over and see Mr. Potentially Criminal now. Everyone say E-raid, not the other thing.
Damn it.
Not the other thing.
Do not say, guys, do not say that. Do not say Mr. and Mrs. Sex Raid, okay?
No, don't say that.
Yeah.
Don't say that. Okay,
No,
everyone have
do
a great
not do it.
day. Love yous all. Love yous all. Love yous all. Love yous all. And where's my thing that I do? Oh yeah, I'm gonna do the Zach one. Everyone, bye.
Godspeed.